Today, I go forth into life in a successful, prosperous attitude. Oh, you'd be surprised what would happen because you opened your mind to right ideas. Today, I go forth into life with a money-drawing attitude. Today, I go forth into life with a money-drawing attitude. I'm a witness that if you go forth into life with a money-drawing attitude, you will draw it. And this is the meaning of the words of Jesus when he said, if I be lifted up, I will draw all men unto me. It means whatever idea I lift up in my mind will draw all of the corresponding manifestations into my life. We've worked at this from the positive side. Let's observe it from the other side for a moment. You wake up in the morning and drag out of bed. Oh, another day. Oh, my God, it's raining, huh? I sure hate to have to go and meet the man this morning. Oh, and that old SOB I have to work with. Am I reading you? You're calling them to you, you see. You're setting yourself up good. Oh, I sure feel bad. Oh. Whew. Sure wish I didn't have to go. Listen, if you honestly don't wish you had to go, you'd better not go. It is dangerous to go forth into life dragging your feet and dragging your tail like a defeated dog. Even employers, industry, are beginning to recognize the direct connection between attitudes and productivity. A happy man is a productive man, whether he's employed by another or in his own enterprise. A loving person is a productive person. As I told you last week, even money loves a happy person. Oh, all of these money-making, miracle-working ideas I'm giving you. Get in the habit of programming yourself every morning. Maybe it'll take 5 minutes, 10 minutes, or 15 minutes. But you just remember it's dangerous to go out to meet life if you aren't ready. There's no telling what you'll meet. Again, back to the money-drawing affirmation. Today I go forth into life with a money-drawing attitude. Shout it like you mean it. Today I go forth into life with a money-drawing attitude. And another thing about going forth into life with a money-drawing attitude, you'll find money coming to you from new directions. When you open your mind to money-making ideas, you'll be surprised what happens. Somebody got an idea about selling peanuts at baseball games and cold drinks. And some of the great restaurant chains and some of the large hotel chains. You take, for example, the Marriott Corporation, multi-billion-dollar corporation. Started as a root beer stand at a baseball stadium in the summer. And too many times, people think that in order for them to improve themselves financially, that they have to start with some grandiose scheme, whatever that is, with some big idea. You see, that's the trouble with some of you. You're waiting for some big idea. Think back for a moment about all of the financially successful people and the tycoons of industry and business. Most industries and businesses started with a simple idea. Ideas that come to you all the time. And I now tell you, some of you sitting right here have simple talents that other people are making millions and millions of dollars from. You take Colonel Sanders. He learned how to fry chicken. As the song said, a chicken ain't nothing but a bird. That was his area of expertise. That was his forte. He could fry chicken. By the way, I just loved Colonel Sanders. He's one of the apostles of the science of living. So you have your apostles, I've got mine. Mine are Henry Ford, Thomas Edison, as I've told you, and Colonel Sanders. There's another one. And I said this, first of all, to an audience of predominantly black people. I know some black women that could out-fry Colonel Sanders with his chicken any day. And why ain't you rich? You complain, I don't have any education. Well, you can fry chicken, can't you? Take another simple multi-million-dollar idea. What's this big hamburger chain? McDonald's. Cleaning up on the stock exchange. When other big corporations go bankrupt and fold up, Kentucky Fried Chicken, McDonald's, and the rest of the big fast food chains are just booming. Simple idea hamburgers. Some of you women in here can make better hamburgers. Why ain't you rich? Because too many times we scorn the simple talents and the simple abilities that we have. We discount ourselves. And we listen to those preachers who tell us we don't deserve the goodness of God. We listen to those preachers who tell us that we ain't nothing. And you stand up in church and sing, "Such a worm as I." You know what happens to a worm. A worm gets stepped on, ground into the dirt. I told you last Sunday, it's dangerous to go to some of these churches. It's dangerous to sing some of those hymns. You want to get up and sing "For such a worm as I"? If worm is your self-concept, you're going to get the treatment of a worm. And to tell you the truth, there are just so many simple ideas that have made people rich. And I'm black enough to pick at the black people, you see. They can't get mad with me, you see, because I know what it's all about. I used to be black myself. Until I went green. I'm making you aware, and I want to be redundant and repetitious about this, of just some of the simple things that have made millions and billions. And making you aware that you have those talents. But too many people complain about what they don't have and the opportunities that they don't have so that they don't see the ones that they do have. You have multi-million-dollar talents. Shout that in the first person. I have multi-million-dollar talents. Come on. I have multi-million-dollar talents. And I say to you, they're simple talents. Another one of my most beautiful experiences that I ever had was to meet a lady who's now Dr. Pearl McGee of Los Angeles. A few years ago, when I was preaching over at the Shrine Auditorium, a lady that had been on welfare with a number of children for like some 20 years. She said the reason she came to that service was because her mother had recommended that she came, and she said, I just felt like, Reverend, I had something that could help me. And she said she was just so tired of being on welfare. She said she had just become a welfare slave because she had been on welfare that long and struggled to support her children and herself on that welfare budget. She said she discovered something within herself. And she said something I'll never forget. She said to all of the mothers on welfare, she said, if you don't have any other talent, if you have raised children, you are a child care expert. I'll never forget that. Isn't that the truth? Any woman that has a number of children and cares for those children is a child care expert. She took that idea And she began to form groups in the black community among welfare mothers and recipients so that they could care for children in different ways while other mothers worked and so on. And first of all gave them the idea, you do have something, you do have a talent. You got a house full of children, haven't you? You're a child care expert. So nobody else had told them that before. So everybody's a specialist in something, and every one of you here, if you're not a specialist in anything else, you're a specialist in negative thinking. You're a specialist in worrying. Like one man who wrote who tried to succeed. He said everything he tried, he flopped, he failed. And so in despair, he threw up his hands and wrote a book, How I Failed. And the book was a big success.